So Jay-Z.
Jay-Z's.
Wait.
I don't know how long this audio is going to be, but like, just bear with us, people. All right, so with the whole Jay-Z and Colin Kaepernick thing, last week I brought it up, or last time I was so like, passionate about it because of I was like, why are people mad at Jay-Z doing what he's doing? Because here, this is the situation. This is the breakdown. So Colin Kaepernick took the knee to protest against police brutality. Yes. All right. And that was one of the protests. That's one of the things that people were, trying to move forward and trying to bring light to. Also, on top of that, the injustice that Colin Kaepernick faced from the NFL because he lost his job for taking a knee, that is another protest in itself. Mm-hmm. All right. So there's two things going on simultaneously. Concurrently.
Yeah.
But the narrative isn't very, straightforward to let people know that there's two things going on. Mm-hmm. Yes, they're still fighting for police brutality, and on top of that, they're fighting because they don't want to make the same thing happen with Colin Kaepernick happen to someone else in the industry or in the field of sports and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. So they're protesting against that, and most people who saw that Colin Kaepernick take the knee or take the money from the NFL after they found guilty of collusion, they were kind of upset with Colin Kaepernick because now you only dwindle the whole fight to stop further injustice, like when someone like you comes forward and wants to shed a light and shed some voice on like a social issue through your means of football protests or whatever have you. Mm-hmm. So people are mad at Jay-Z not because of the whole NFL and him signing. It's because on the side of where they want to fight and save Colin Kaepernick and people like him moving forward, they feel like they align themselves with the enemy, which is the NFL. And because the NFL did that to Colin Kaepernick, it kind of shows Jay-Z was like disregarded Colin Kaepernick, which is in some sense that's why when Jay-Z said we're over kneeling, mm-hmm. he's right. Mm-hmm. People took it out of context because Colin Kaepernick was kneeling and lost his job. So a lot of people, the narrative is all skewed. No one's really talking about specifically about it. Okay. And that's why I'm like, last week I was like, why are we still talking about Colin?
Did somebody give you shit for what you said?
No one got me shit. It's just that I saw a live stream or something of people protesting on behalf of Colin Kaepernick and, the injustice that he faced in the NFL. So I'm like, all right, I understand now, and hopefully I'm able to give this out to other people and they understand the duality of the bullshit that's going on. The media is not doing a great job. The people that are protesting are not really voicing away and really talking about it. So it's like the whole thing is like Colin Kaepernick kneeling, injustice, NFL, all skewed into one little shithole thing and it kind of giving out to people. But no, there's two sides to it. So
that's good for clearing that up.
Yeah.
But okay, so a lot of celebrities, T.I. and Diddy, I guess not a lot. Well, Those are the only two I saw. But they posted a video of the full conversation before that viral clip of Jay-Z went viral. And so they posted the full conversation of him speaking about things that he's done for the Black community. Mm-hmm. Like, almost in a way where it seems like he's trying to defend his decision, where he was talking about things that he did, something about him providing jobs at what's the arena called in Brooklyn, where the Nets play? I don't know.
Oh, what's it called?
I don't know, but there's something about providing jobs there, like some school stuff, something for Sean Bell and his kids after he was killed, and like providing them with like funds and stuff like that. And so, basically he was bringing up all this stuff and like, I don't know, I have a question. So like, is it like, do you feel like him bringing up all this stuff
is... Oh, the
Barclays Center, yes. Yeah. Do you feel like him bringing up all this stuff is him defending himself or like admitting his guilt to... like feeling bad that he did this, but like also good at the same time because it's like, well, I did this, and this, so I should be allowed to accept this deal.
No, I think it's more so a lot of people don't know what Jay-Z has really done. So it's kind of him saying, hey, I've been doing this. It's like what I'm doing.
That's what he said.
So, and a lot of people who really are in tune with what Jay-Z's moving, you guys kind of a lot of people should, well, not say all, but the people who are in tune with Jay-Z and what he does should be aware of like all the stuff that he's able to bring. It's like there's a duality with everything. Yeah, you brought the Barclays Center to Brooklyn. It's going to get gentrified, but also the people that are Black are going to have a job.
Yeah.
Walking the Barclays Center, there's a lot of Black people working there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But like him saying it like isn't almost like I feel like him saying like because he said I know what I've done the last 365 days, and then he was listing all that stuff, which is great. That's good that he's doing that stuff, but like then isn't this him accepting this deal kind of a backtrack in itself? Like my question was like, how does he think those people that he helped, so Sean Bell if he was still alive, or like his kids right now, or the people he gave the jobs to at the Barclays Center and stuff like that, like I wonder how those, like, does he think about how those people feel about him accepting this deal? Like, do you think, well, I guess we wouldn't know, but, like, I wonder if those people are accepting of him accepting that deal. Like, if they think it's him backtracking or not.
I don't understand.
Okay.
I mean, I just explained what was going on.
No, so I know. But I'm saying, like, okay, so him saying, he knows what he did those days, whatever. But, like, he helped all these people, and all the people that he helped, like, I just want to know what they think about the situation. Like, if they think him accepting that deal with the NFL is him backtracking on everything that he did for them.
No. Well, I don't think so. I honestly don't see why, because it's not like...
I just want to see what he does.
My thing is,
what he really does.
No. I think people are looking at... There's a philosophy is like for the greater good or something like that. So if you're saying he's a wrong guy for teaming up with the NFL because the NFL only... did one injustice to one person, which is Colin Kaepernick. So fuck him anyways. But one person, you think that denounces everything he's done for multiple people?
But it's not that they did injustice for one person. It's that like you said in the beginning, it started out as a protest for police brutality, which they then blackballed him for. It still is a protest for police brutality, but they blackballed him for that silent protest that he started, which in turn created another protest about him not having a job because he was standing up for his community. You know what I mean? So I feel like it's not like... I don't know. I feel like in a way it is almost him backtracking by accepting the deal, but I'm still willing to wait and see what he actually does.
I don't necessarily think so.
If he does anything.
I don't see anything. I mean, to be honest, I don't think Cap hasn't really done much for either or.
No, he has. I told you.
What, you said he donated some bullshit that has
no,
nothing to do with
he
police.
Gave suits to people who needed jobs and helped them find them and shit. Like
what is that?
There was something we've talked about it on hashtag. Like they bring up stuff.
You said that last week.
But
what does that have to do with police brutality?
He's helping. It doesn't have to do with police brutality.
So stop it.
Well,
stop,
he has a stand your rights camp. Know your rights camp.
That's in every city. You knew this, right?
Okay.
We had that in Toronto too.
Okay, but he's still helping. You're asking me what he's doing for police brutality. That's something he's helping the youth understand their rights when it comes to them getting arrested or being targeted by police.
That's in every city. You do know that.
Okay, but that's still him doing something. Like he could probably have a wider reach with it because of who he is and the amount of money he has versus a local community center or something here in the city doing it. You know what I mean? Like that's still an effort he's putting in.
I think his girlfriend Nessa might be fucking up a lot of his moves. Talking too much.
Well,
talking way too much.
I don't know. I don't think.
I don't.
But like, if she said nothing, then people would say the same thing. Like, why is his girlfriend not saying nothing?
What's she supposed to say?
I don't know. That's your boyfriend, so stand up for him. I get what you're saying because she's not black.
No, not what. After I found out last week she wasn't black. But no, I think she was talking too much. It's like he's talking too little. I mean, no, he's talking. He's not talking at all. And she's talking too much. And then.
But maybe that's his PR person.
Get a better PR. Does he even want to play football? Is that at this point, what are we fighting for? Are we fighting for a man who wants to play football, or some man who just got kicked out the league, got his money from the league because he found him guilty, now he's just cooling?
It's not even that anymore.
So what is it about then?
The whole fight is just the police brutality and injustice. That's it.
So how do you conquer injustice?
His separate protest just came about because he was blackballed for standing up for those injustices.
So what you're saying is, how is Jay-Z going against the fight if he's teaming up with the...
He is going against the fight because the people who got him out of a job for standing... Okay, look at it this way. Let me do a more small example. Let me do a small example. Okay, so let's say you and I work at this place, a grocery store, and you decide that you are gonna start, let's say every morning at the grocery store they play the national anthem, and you decide that because of the things that go on in society, this is not a national anthem that you stand for because you think the black community is still highly disrespected.
Okay.
So you decide every morning, when our manager makes a stand for the national anthem, you decide to sit down. And then they decide.
All right, man, keep it going. Where are you going with this?
If you're gonna sit down, they're gonna fire you from the grocery store,
okay,
and you no longer have a job.
Okay.
But now you made all these headlines for starting this protest,
okay,
and all the white men who own the grocery stores don't want to hire you.
The grocery stores?
Because I'm just giving an example of a place that you could work at, okay? They don't want to hire you because they think that you're being disrespectful to their anthem, but that's not necessarily an anthem that you stand for. And now you're out of a job, but you were just standing up for what you believed was right and what you believed your society deserved more of. Like, you were taking a stand against how your community is treated.
Okay, all right.
Versus,
all right. So now, where do you put Jay-Z now?
That's what's happening with Colin. So now let's say someone named John comes in. John is our friend. He's been our good friend for a while.
Okay.
John decides he's gonna buy all the grocery stores, or he's gonna accept a deal with the grocery stores to bring in someone to sing the national anthem every morning. And so, but you still don't have a job. You've been blackballed from the entire grocery store market. Okay, you still don't have a job, but our good friend John comes in and takes this deal, and it's kind of like, what the fuck, John? Like, I was trying to take a stand against my community, but now you're just showing that it's okay because you've made this deal with them to accept this money and have these people come in and sing and shit. So it's not even about his job, it's about what he started it out as doing.
So what does he want? I don't understand. Does he not want no black people working for the NFL? Like, see no, the fact that you don't know the narrative.
But you know what? Somebody said, who was? I think it was Nessa or someone. No. It was Misha on hashtag. She was saying the NFL is 80% or 85% black people. Like, the whole thing.
So what does Harlan want?
So she's like, if they all stop, what are they really going to do about it? Like, they would have no industry.
So they
don't stop.
So what are they doing? What are we doing? What are we fighting for anymore?
Okay, right? I was just trying to give you an example so you could understand.
I don't understand because I don't know what we're fighting for.
I don't know why you don't understand.
Because you just said Jay-Z took the deal.
Jay-Z backtracked on everything he did.
I don't think so.
And
I don't know what Colin wants. Does he want a job back? Is a real question.
He needs money.
So he wants a job back.
Yes.
So he took a deal. So he has like some. So give him a job.
Let's see if he gives him a job back.
If he wants a job, then if that's the whole fight, if he wants to get this
but that's not the fight. The fight is police brutality and
injustice. So why are we talking about Colin then?
Because Colin spearheaded the movement.
There's two different things. Like, I just broke it down for you.
Colin spearheaded the movement, and now Jay-Z is just taking the deal without realizing that the person who spearheaded the whole movement was not even. Let's say if Colin was offered this deal to maybe bring in this diversity or whatever it is they're looking for, that would make sense. But Jay-Z accepted this deal knowing the person who spearheaded the movement was not even allowed back into this company. You get what I'm saying? I don't think so.
Nah. I mean, I'm picking up what you're putting down, but like you're not really you're saying everything I just said, but it
makes sense to me.
There's no definitive like end point.
But it makes sense to me.
What's the end point? What's the end point? There's an end point.
I told you the end point, in my opinion, is that Jay-Z backtracked.
See,
the end.
It's not even the end point. That's not end point.
That's the end point. What do you want the end point to be? The end. Is that the end point?
No, the end point is what's going to come of all of this. What was the whole fight? What are we fighting for, huh?
I literally told you 3 times. You guys, tell me I didn't say this at least twice.
Why are you mad?
Police brutality and injustice.
I said
you
those.
Don't
I said
ever
that.
Listen to
I said
me.
that already. But I came out and first said I clarified what's going on.
I clarified too.
No,
I gave you
just said the same thing I said.
Store example. I told you that Jay-Z. What did I just say about Colin spearheading the movement?
You told me
Jay-Z's
the same thing.
No,
you remixed what I just told you.
I didn't
you remixed it. Yes, you did. You remixed everything I just said and brought it back to me.
I did not remix. I'm not a fucking DJ, okay? Listen.
So the people are mad. Not the people who want the people who want justice and police reform are not mad at Jay-Z. The people who want to give this bum ass nigga Colin Kaepernick a job are mad at Jay-Z. That's what it is.
No.
Yes, it is.
No.
Yes, it is.
You don't know that.
So tell me I'm lying. Not even tell me I'm lying, but tell me how I'm wrong. If I just told you there's two different sides.
No. Because how do you know the people who are fighting for police brutality aren't mad at Jay-Z for this?
For what?
You don't think anyone in the Black Lives Matter movement and all across America and Canada are not somewhat upset with Jay-Z for accepting this deal? There's not one person.
Black Lives Matter movement is funded by white men, so there's that.
Black Lives Matter movement, but Black Lives Matter, my point in bringing that up is because their whole movement is for police brutality and injustice.
So why would they be mad at Jay-Z for taking a deal when the NFL did not shoot nobody?
I get what you're saying.
No. You don't get what I'm saying because you keep on bringing back the Carlin not having a job into the conversation. There's two different things that's going on.
No, I understand that. Put your fucking hands down.
Listen. This is why I'm telling you, Nina. This is what Jay-Z took a deal with the NFL to performances and to have community involvement involving a whole bunch of other shit. Why would a Black Lives Matter movement, go like, oh wow, Jay-Z's going against his people? Why would I say that if the intended deal is to help outreach and help mend the communities, why would I be someone who saw Trayvon getting sent, Tamir Rice, Eric Gardner, a whole bunch of people get shot and killed? Hold on, relate. What? If I saw all those people died and then we made a big old hoopla about it, like, yo, we need to fix police brutality, police reform, we need to bring some type of better relations within. Why would I be mad? I would only be mad if I was riding for Carlin, going like, yo, the NFL kicked my man out for trying to do something good, and now Jay-Z's partnering up with the same organization that kicked my man out for doing something good. That's the only reason I would be mad.
That's what I'm saying.
So why would this side be mad at that side? Why are you bringing both together?
No, because this is what I'm saying.
You have to talk on one side. Don't be trying to bring both of them.
Why? No, because they are intertwined.
I'm saying
they are intertwined because listen, you don't understand.
No, Nina, if I woke up this morning and my brother was shot by police, why would I be mad at Jay-Z?
Let me finish.
Why would I be mad at Jay-Z?
Listen, you're forgetting an important part, okay? Like I said last week, there's people in this world who might not have known that police brutality is something that has happened for a very long time and is still happening to this day. Colin used his platform and his status, knowing that the NFL is one of the biggest things people in America watch, to take that stand and raise awareness and create this conversation around the injustices and police brutality that continues to happen today. So he used his platform to do that, okay? Let's say you're with Black Lives Matter and you see that he used his platform to create this awareness and whatever. Maybe it's not as far as a reach that your Black Lives Matter, whatever community you're a part of, could get to. Like, you couldn't reach that many people. So he's done this for the community as a whole, and then it's like Jay-Z's accepting this deal. So he gets kicked out of the NFL. Jay-Z's accepting this deal with the NFL, who kicked Colin out for standing up for his community. That's what I'm saying. The guy who spearheaded the whole movement and took a stand to make this statement and create this conversation is the one who got kicked out. Stop looking at me like a fucking deer in headlights.
So you know.
No, I told you they are intertwined, whether you like it or not. It's two separate things, but they all come together at the end of the day because one happened because of the other. Colin got kicked out of the whole him taking a stand caused Colin to get kicked out, which created another protest, but one happened with the other. They happened together. Cause and correlation, is that what it's called?
Cause and causation.
Cause and causation. Anyways, switch the subject. I'm getting a headache. It makes sense.
All right, then. I want you to listen to this over again.
I will, and then when I edit it.
All right, then. All right.
Okay, so let's move on to a lighter topic. Miley Cyrus is getting divorced from Liam. No, listen, she's getting divorced from Liam. No, this is like the white people tea, and I only know. Sorry, I had to respond to my waxing lady. Give me a second.
Oh my god.
On Thursday, August 29th at 10:50.
Why do you care about Miley, man?
Yes, perfect. Okay, so